Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ryan Miller checking in with GST's YQMA. Today we're on episode number 39 and we're talking about the difference in calories between maintenance and actually hitting that calorie surplus to start gaining weight. Today's question comes to us from Joel Patera, and he wants to know why there's such a big calorie gap between his maintenance level and getting to the point of actually gaining weight. Joel's calorie gap actually is about 1,750 calories, meaning that he was maintaining calories at 3,000 calories per day. He was maintaining his weight, and what he did is he was worked up by a coach to 4,750 calories per day, and at that point he had only gained roughly 4 pounds. He was ranging from around 148 to 150 pounds, maintaining at 3,000 calories per day, and now he's at the point of 4,750 calories per day, weighing around 151 to 152. So you can see there's a major calorie gap there. And Joel, I'd like to bring up, I believe I have 4 points today on why this is possible, and just to help you understand the things that are going on with your body, with your daily activity level, and why that makes such a difference and why you can eat so much more before actually putting on pounds every single week. In general, one point, Joel, that I'd like to make is, let's say that at 3,000 calories per day, you clearly weren't gaining any weight, and it's possible that you were shifting in and out of a calorie deficit as well. So there's a point to be made about improving your body's basal metabolic rate. If you were having any metabolic adaptation at all to that lower calorie intake, that clearly wasn't causing you to gain weight, what you're going to find is every single day, no matter what you do outside of the gym or inside of the gym, that basal metabolic rate that your body holds, it's possible that it could have increased. You were eating 3,000 calories a day, so I'm not going to say that this is a major determinant in your personal case, but there's a lot of other people watching this video, and for those people, if you're coming out of a deficit, your body could definitely be running at a lower metabolically adapted basal metabolic rate. So right away, what you can see in allowing you to eat more calories without actually gaining weight is every single day as you begin to up those calories, your body could require more calories per day. And so as you up those calories, that increase in basal metabolic rate basically eats them up, and you're not going to gain weight as a result. So that's the first point that I'd like to make. Joel, whether this applies to you or not, we can't be certain, but it definitely applies to a lot of people, and it also could partially apply to you as well. Joel, the second point I'd like to make is that you mentioned that you added a lot of extra activity, not inside the gym, but you added activity outside of the gym since you've been consuming more calories. Obviously, this is for you a huge storyteller on what's happening here, because all those added calories that you're burning through outside of the gym activity every day, those are working against your added calorie intake through food. So basically, they're just wiping those added calories out. So if you're burning 600 extra calories per day through activity outside of the gym, all you're doing is you are negating 600 calories, 600 extra calories that you're intaking now. So a portion of that extra 1,750 calories that you're consuming now is eaten up, it's negated by the added activity that you are performing outside of the gym. So this is definitely part of your story, Joel, and it really speaks to why you're not seeing consistent big jumps in weight with such a huge increase from 3,000 calories to 4,750 calories. And of course, we really have to consider what's happening inside of the gym. Not just outside, not just the increase in basal metabolic rate, but actually inside of the gym. Inside of the gym is most likely where you burn your most calories per hour. It's the most strenuous activity that you're probably doing all week. And as you add calories to the equation, in your question you mentioned that you've gotten stronger. This is normal, and what this does, it also tells another part of your story. This is another chapter in your story of being able to eat more calories but not gain a consistent amount of weight on the scale on a weekly basis. As you get stronger, you are able to move more physical mass, and work equals mass times distance. So every rep with more weight equals more work. Every rep with more weight equals more calories burned. So you're more likely performing more volume, and you're definitely getting stronger. So what's happening here is your calories burned when you were eating 3,000 calories per day in the gym are not the same. That number is not the same as your calories burned per training session currently when you're eating more. So those extra calories also negate some of that 1,750 calories extra that you're eating per day right now. So far we have 3 possible culprits for eating up your extra calorie intake and causing you to not gain the weight that you'd really like to be gaining. And I should really add one more point to that in-gym activity. Now, it's possible that you've actually added training days to your routine as well. And I don't know this for sure, but if you did add training days, maybe you've added cardio in the gym, and all those things are going to add up to more calories burned per day, more calories burned per week, and they're going to wipe out those extra calories that you're taking in, and they're going to negate their effect on weight gain for you. So I just wanted to add that extra point. I think that's important as well, because a lot of times when you're eating more, you feel like you can go to the gym more often, and you do. And so that adds up in calories burned per day and per week. This next point is not a point that I would generally bring up to somebody, but it does ring true. I mean, it is the truth. And although I don't feel that it's significant, I think that it's worth mentioning. The physical act of eating and the act of digesting more food in your body, it does burn more calories than if you were eating less. And so while it's a negligible amount of calories, in my opinion, you are burning more calories through the action of eating and digesting that food. And it's not going to add up to a lot, but it does play a role. And so there is a fourth component to this video, a fourth point of mine on why you can increase your calories so much, but not gain as much as you would expect. So you have 4 things working against you right now. And the truth is that if you're not gaining the weight that you want to see on 4,750 calories, while I'm kind of amazed at that, you must have a extremely high activity level. The brutal truth is that if you want to gain weight, and if you want to get bigger, that scale has to be going up. That's something you should plaster on your wall. Everybody should plaster that on their wall. I mean, the scale doesn't lie in these situations. If you want to get bigger, you have to get heavier. And that's just the truth of the matter. So when you are coming from a place where you're weighing 150 some pounds and you want to grow, if that scale's not going up, what you need to do is you need to eat more food. It's a common theme. A lot of people will just simplify it and just say eat more food, and that is the truth. So Joel, if you want to grow, I don't care how much food you're taking in, if that scale's not increasing, the answer is that you have to eat more food. And while it's expensive and while it's sometimes just a pain to eat that much, that's just what's going to happen. If you don't want to eat more food and you can't afford more food, the next answer is to do less outside of the gym. Reduce that activity factor outside of the gym. Keep training your ass off in the gym, and you should actually require less calories. So that's another way to go about it. 2 different ways to go about it. And Joel, I hope that this video helps you out, and I hope that you see weight gain on the scale. You know, you're in the 150s right now. Obviously, it would be great to see you up higher, 160s, 170s. I was once in the 150s as well, and now just in general, if I'm not getting shredded up, I hover in that 200 to 210 pound range. So for somebody that's trying to gain weight, I'm a great example. I had to eat a lot. I ate often. I didn't do a lot outside of the gym, but I did a ton inside of the gym. And that's what I recommend for you as well, Joel. So thank you for watching. If you have any follow-up comments, comment below. Email me at ryan@growthstimuloustraining.com. Text me basic questions to 919-671-8585. Otherwise, please subscribe to this video. Every day, I aim to bring knowledge from my brain right into yours. I appreciate the views.